I just realised you couldn't hear me there. Hey, Sadan. Hey, Daniel. Thanks for jumping in, guys. Good to have you here. I was talking before, but I think I was muted, so I guess you couldn't hear me. Thanks for jumping in. How have you guys been this week? Just going to put on the stream music in the background. Throndix, thanks for joining in, mate. How are you? And Crow as well. Good to have you here. How are you guys doing? And Riffy, wow. Everyone's straight in. Good to have you here, you guys. Stream music on in the background. How's everyone doing tonight? Can you guys hear me okay? I think the sound's working now. I thought my headphones were malfunctioning because I can hear you. Yes, sorry. I always turn the mic off at the end of the stream and forget to turn it on at the start of the stream. So, my bad. Okay, so today we're finishing up picture number 4. So far we've had our 4 Inktober ones. So this is the one we did last week. I did a little bit in it after we finished the stream, but not much. So it was still a bit sketchy, but I was like, oh, that'll do. This is the one I did afterwards. So I think it was Quail, Fire Warden, Peaceful. And then we had Hare. We had, what was it? Hare, Blacksmith, Gloomy. That was the next one. I was quite happy with that in terms of like the lighting and everything. I think that one went quite well. And on to this one, which is... where's my list? I've got my list down. It is Kestrel, Ranger, Terror. So this is the one we're going to be working on today. So what I was thinking as well is... Actually, we'll talk about that afterwards. Ooh, how do I jump in? Daniel, doing good, making dinner whilst I listen to the stream. Nice. What are you making for dinner, Daniel? Riffy, I just hope I'll manage to do some work, but it's possible only if chat promises not to be funny. Oh dear, poor customers. Hopefully it's enjoyable enough to distract you, Riffy. Ronix, I'm doing quite fine, just slightly behind on schedule for the Inktober challenge, so I have to draw a greedy bat dragon priest in time of this stream. And ooh, Inktober, I need to do that. Yes, get on it. No pressure, guys. Like I said, if life gets in the way, it gets in the way. So if you don't manage to do it for today, no worries. However, remember that magical banner that comes with the, or roll that comes with finishing 50% of the FAETOBER challenge. In fact, that's one thing I want to talk to you guys about today. We're going to decide on the name of the roll that we're doing for the FAETOBER challenge. So the current name that I thought up was... where's the announcement? The FAETOBER Badger 2025. So it's clearly FAETOBER and it's Fae themed. But maybe if anyone had any suggestions for a different name for the role, I'm open-minded. I don't mind changing it. So if you guys want to make some suggestions, I'm happy to hear them, and maybe we can change it. So currently it's FAETOBER Badger 2025, and it would be the role would last for 1 year, so you'd look really cool for 1 year. And then next FAETOBER, if we did it again, hopefully everything will still be going strong in the Discord, then we would do a new one for 2026. So if anyone has any suggestions for different names for the role, I'm here to hear. Daniel, pulled pork sandwich with cheese and caramelized onion and sauce. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Now actually sounds really good. Riffy wolves, yeah. So I'll show you guys the original sketch I had for this. I did a little pencil sketch. This was the initial idea. This was just in my notebook. So not too dissimilar to the actual image I've got now. I just did a proper kestrel face. But this was it just in my notebook. So the idea was to do obviously like a big pack of like mega wolves. So these are all wolves here. And here, and here, and here, and here, and here. So lots of wolves. And then a huge giant wolf that's kind of leading the pack as like an alpha, like a matriarch type thing. I know alpha wolves aren't a real thing, but maybe it's like the matriarch, whatever. So I started doing that, and then after a while I was like, I kind of just want to draw a cool forest. So I ended up not doing that and just doing like a really big pack of wolves that goes through the Great Forest. And obviously they have lots to eat because there's lots of animals in the Great Forest and lots of humans and fae about. So they're quite abundant. So I thought that would be a cool one. And obviously one of the wolves has noticed the kestrel, which is where the theme terror comes in. So that's the idea so far with this one. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. See what you guys think. Side down. I'm going to do my next roll now. Let us know what your roll is, mate. Frontex. Oh, badger smart. To be honest, I didn't think of the badge part. That's actually... Okay, I quite like that, actually. Yeah, badge sounds good. But yeah, I think badge... was it... What did we say? It was FAETOBER Badger 2025. Yeah, if anyone has a different idea, I'm definitely willing to hear it for sure. Oh, that's funny. Daniel, your comment has popped up in the Streamlab thing, but not on the YouTube thing. I don't know why that is. Okay. Yeah. The leaders are usually the breeding pair, male and female, and the rest of the pack are their kids. Oh, I didn't know that. I remember reading about the guy who discovered who initially mentioned about the alpha male and female, and then he spent the rest of his life trying to correct himself. Poor guy. But oops. Redo these eyes after. I always do these really sketchy black lines, and then it's like a good initial one. In fact, yeah, I'll do that. It's supposed to have a little belt on as well. To redo the colours. Be a cool kid ranger. Oops. Went over his gun. I'm gonna look up a proper musket rifle after this to make it a bit more accurate, but I thought this would be good enough for now. It reminds me of the giant boar and his pack in Mononoke, and there's no giant wolf. Hey, Coffee Pixel, thanks for jumping in. Yeah, so on my mega shelf of amazing concept art books, Riffy, I've got 2 copies of Princess Mononoke, I think, because I got one myself in England, and then when I was in Japan, I got another one in Japanese, because I forgot that I had the English one. But I'm very happy because it looks cooler in Japanese. Pretty much all the same content. I think there's a few different pages, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. Okay, right. Something a bit more accurate. In fact, I'll Google 17th century hunter. They'll look very sophisticated. We'll do ranger. That's fine. This guy's still going to have a hood, but I can make him look a bit fancier. Oh, I like that look. In fact, I might give him a beret. Maybe a beret would be cooler. God, I've just found a picture here and he does look very cool. Okay, right. We have to change. I have to change everything. To the drawing board. I've just found a really cool concept art piece. In fact, let's get our kestrel art up first. And then it's gonna have a collar. And it's gonna be like a button jacket. Redo all that work I just did on the black line art, but that's fine. We'll figure that out after. Oh, lots of things there. Riffy, simple for the role. Badasses of this server. I do want to make it relevant to Inktober, but we'll keep that on the drawing board. Riffy. I think it should be a cool name for sure, since obviously it's a lot of work to finish Inktober, even 50% of Inktober. So I do want a nice name that we can do. We'll keep that in the idea bucket. Badasses of the server. Side down, you got Crow, Fire Warden, Terror. Nice. That'd be a cool one. Daniel, the kids disperse after a few years to look for their own partners and homes, but soon they come back after a week in the wild because they found out they weren't as ready for independence as they were. Do you know, I was super confused there for a second, Daniel, and then I forgot you were talking about the wolves. I thought you were telling us about your life. Right. Okay, that's interesting, yeah. I can imagine it being like they get used to it with the pack and then they go out. I think a lot of species do that, right? They have their kids nearby for a while, like lions, right? They'll have their kids there, and then they have to kind of go to stop any bad romances between family. But they'll go off and they'll find like another pack to join. I think that's the case. Someone can correct me there if I'm wrong, but. Yeah, I can imagine that being the same with the wolves as well. Coffee Pixel, are these regular wolves? Yes. So it's just like a big pack of wolves, because obviously the wolves are kind of thriving in this environment, because it's just like an abundance of food. They're very intelligent, so they can kind of survive in the kind of acceleration world. They have kind of the skills to survive. So there's just loads of them, and like food grows so fast that yeah, they really don't have a problem to get any good stuff. One copy of Princess Mononoke is definitely not enough to live with. I agree. Honestly, it was like a complete accident, but I'm happy. It's like a happy accident because the Japanese one is much nicer. Although it did take up a space in my suitcase. I was supposed to bring back like a few copies of Akira. I was going to bring back a few Akira comics, but I was like, oh, I can't justify the space. I think my wife was already annoyed I had so many things in there already. But yeah, next time. But definitely want to go back to Japan if I get the chance. So next time I will go back and we'll do the same thing. We literally bought a suitcase when we were out there, or a big bag, to put all our clothes in so we could take all of the stuff back. And we had so many gifts, first of all, but we had so much stuff for ourselves, including stuff for our dog as well. Very important. This guy's gonna have a nice blue beret. We'll do darker blue than that. Nothing more Scottish than a berry. Oops. Sorry, Throndix. It's not the French's berry, it's the Scottish berry. They have used it. Oops. Why is that not working? I'm doing the wrong one. This one. There we go. Riffy, you have so much art books that you forgot about one, and the shame on you for all the art books. I've got one more. My brother was annoyed at me this weekend because he loves these kind of art books as well, and I sent him the picture I sent you guys of the what was it? It was Halo 4. It was Mass Effect, which is a great book because it's all three Mass Effect games, so all the concept art from that. And it was what's the game called? XCOM 2, and that book is fantastic. I really like the game, so it was a really good find, and it was super cheap as well. You know, I think each of them had a retail price of minimum £30 each. I think one of them was like 35, so I got a big discount on all of them. And I found a seller in a local town, and I've asked. He's told me that he gets a bunch of concept art books in, and just he scraps them. He turns them into pulp, like paper pulp. I guess to sell for something else. So I've said to him I will buy all of them off him. So he said he's gonna keep some back for me, to have if I come back. So I'm gonna go check this week and see if he's got any for me. But we'll see. Sadan, once again, I request aid for my project. Any ideas? Sadan, you got loads of ideas. One thing I would say, Sadan, is why I would probably say it might be a good idea to compile everything, and like once you've finished, to seek advice about the overall project. Like, I appreciate getting feedback on routes to a finished project makes sense, but maybe, you know, if you had like the full book and then people could read through the book, and then you know, and then afterwards they would give you feedback. I don't know if that would make more sense. I've never written a book before, but you know, in terms of like the idea of like a whole book as opposed to a few ideas from the book. I don't know, just an idea perhaps, because it might be, for me, for example, I find it difficult to read text in general. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, being very dyslexic, so I find it much easier. So maybe if like similar for other people, if they had like a whole book to read through. I don't know, just an idea perhaps. Let's go. I got Joy, Crab, Lighthouse Keeper. I think a crab would make for a perfect lighthouse keeper. Although I guess there'd maybe be more at the shore than they would be at the top of the tower. I think that'd be a good one. It's a good pull. Right, we'll do a bit of colour on this kestrel. Very handsome kestrel. And a bit more of this grey. We'll do his clothes. He's going to have a bit of a tan collar. A bit messy. Looks okay. And he's got like a bit of a brown kerchief to keep him warm. And then we'll do his whole jacket green. At least it's consistent. So the image I have up is like a Highland Ranger, like a Scottish Long Ranger, I guess. I don't know what they would be called at the time. So bit more accurate. So a cool little beret. Not too bad. Frederick's here. Hey Frederick, thanks for jumping in, mate. It was a joke. I like it. The badasses of the server. I like it. If you finish 50% of it, I think you deserve to be called a badass. Daniel, Inkwalkers. I'm writing that down because that's a cool name. So far we got badasses, Inkwalkers. I'm going to put the number afterwards, so it's going to be 2025, because then it would be the same next year. So it would be like a consistent name. But keep it up. Frondix, when you say 50% of Inktober, is it having made 15 drawings, so once every 2 days, or 50% of those 15? Yeah, so like Silent says, it's 50% of those 15. So I've said 7. So it's more than 50% actually. Oh, the moon is out. I can see it. Ooh, big moon. Sorry, distracted. So it's 50% of those 7. So I'm going to say if you finish 7 drawings or 7 short stories or 7 whatever, you get the role for 1 whole year until next October. And then at the end of October next year, the new role would be implemented. So it's like a temporary role, but you get it for 1 year. So you get to be cool at the top of the profile thing for a whole year. So just 7 drawings, because you know, I don't want to put pressure on anyone, but I think it'd be cool to have some kind of like reward, because I think everyone's images so far have been so good. Honestly, like really cool stuff, and so much variety as well. And I can see everyone's kind of pushing themselves and trying to make an effort to do cool things. Put my phone on silent. So I think that would be cool if, you know, if there's like kind of a reward at the end of it, for everybody who's participated. So yeah, 7 images. That's it, I would say. Throndix, have you done anything on other species outside the human empire? It's fine. In the end, a berry's a berry, no matter which side of England it is. Very neutral, Throndix. I like it. Rafi, Lucky Bastard, you have unlocked an art book NPC. Hell yeah. Exactly, yeah. It's like Stardew Valley. I've just got to go check every week, see the new stock, see what's in, and get my new books. And I'm not telling my brother about it. I hope he's not watching this stream, because I don't want him to go check this guy's stock. Because the guy said he's going to save it specifically for me, but I would imagine if someone else came in and asked, he would also sell it to them. So apparently he's got loads of people on his waiting list for graphic novels. Because I asked him if he had any of them as well, but he said no. They get snatched up very quickly. So, fingers crossed, I'm going to have some cool stuff every Saturday when I go into town. Coffee Pixel Burb. Yeah, it's a ranger burb. It is cool berry. Daniel, sorry, stop paying attention. I need to focus. No worries. I was just saying with your post earlier, I was confused because I saw the thing about kids, and I was like, I thought you were talking about your kids, but actually you were talking about the wolves. So then, Bard has dyslexia. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, dyslexia. I have dyslexia, but it's mostly for reading. Just in terms of concentration, it's really difficult. I think that's why I quite like drawing, because it doesn't really require as much focus. But I basically, it's almost impossible for me to finish a whole book. Just get distracted. But it's not too bad. It got me extra time when I was doing exams in school. I got some free equipment when I went to university, and now I don't really need it. So it's not such a big deal. Is it the one with the issue with depth perception of reading? Yeah, so it's dyslexia often can relate to spelling as well, like writing skills, reading skills. Dyspraxia, I think, is depth perception, perhaps. Like you're a bit wobbly, I guess is the best way to say it. So mine is quite strongly related to reading. I can read. I'm not bad at reading. Obviously, I'm a language teacher, so I'm very capable, but yeah, it just means I struggle with reading, unfortunately. C'est la vie. Do trigger there. Myosotis. Maybe I'm pronouncing that wrong. You can correct me if I'm there. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Good to have you in. Daniel, caramelized onion too good. I'm so jealous. Stop mentioning it. I'm going to be jealous of your dinner. You didn't even tell your brother. The cruelty on his own. I don't want him to steal the books because he loves sci-fi books and I love specifically concept art books. So obviously there's a big crossover there between the two. So if I tell him, he's gonna snatch them all up. So to be honest, that's completely unacceptable and I will not allow it to happen. So it's very selfish of me and I regret nothing. I will say to him if I find any leftovers, if there are any books that the guy brings in, because he said he's going to sell them to me super cheap. So if there's going to be any books that I have already and he doesn't want them, and I don't, sorry, not focused. If there's some books that I already have, so I don't want them, I'll buy them off him anyway, because he said he's going to do them super cheap, and I'll just give them to my brother. But so I'm not a terrible person. Just a little bit selfish, for sure. Right, I'm going to do details on this falcon's face. Do it a little bit darker. Got a lot of like flickies. I'll do one with the brown as well. Got a bit of white actually. There we go. Oh, what a handsome fellow, if I say so myself. He's looking quite good. But it's kind of goes my way because I might not be able to draw much next week, so I might not get the whole 15 drawings done in time. That's fine. Yeah, I would say, yeah, honestly, if you get as many done as you can, don't focus too much on the roll. The roll will be there if you can get 7 done. And I would say in terms of quality, obviously the purpose of Inktober is to try your best and to really try to advance your skill as much as possible. That being said, I would say don't kill yourself over it. It's better to just get as much done as you can. And if you can get the 7 done, awesome. You know, roll secured. And if not, well, it's not the end of the world, is it? Perhaps you'll have advanced your skills. That nose is huge. It's too big. Let's shrink it a little bit. That's a bit better. So yeah, I would say just do your best, and if you manage to get it, awesome. And if you don't, well, you know, c'est la vie. I would say you can try again next year. Tronics, I just learned I might have dyspraxia. I need to look into that. I think dyspraxia is like super specific. I think you would know it because I think it does really throw you off. I think my mum used to work with a lot of people with dyspraxia. I think I could be wrong there, but I remember her telling me it's a bit of a problem. So I think you would notice if you have it. But it's always good to get tested. I don't know if you're a student. I think you can get some good funding, at least in the EU, in a lot of the European countries, because of problems like dyspraxia. At least in the UK, they used to get a lot of funding for it. Do you know, like free computers or printers, or depending on what you needed, like free book money stuff, you got a lot for it. I think now there's less. You get less, but still, you know, they try to be very supportive. I think of like some of these problems that would affect your like studies. Right, we don't want to focus too much on his face because we want to do a bit of the wolves. So I'll just do the hat a little bit, and then we'll move on. There you go. Quick hat. That'll do. The reason why I need to ask for feedback, people to read it, is that I often drift off track and I'm also out of data. When people read, I easily find mistakes and eliminate them earlier. So job revising will be easier. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. If it keeps you motivated, I think that's super important. You know, it's necessary to... like I said, if you're getting feedback and you're like, oh damn, like this is helping me stay on track, then for sure, I think that's super. That's definitely something you should continue to seek. A bit of like a revealing light in here. Some steepled light. We'll do it on this tree as well. That's looking pretty cool. Right, we'll do a little bit more on the wolves then. Sidon aliens. Now, aliens are always cool. Some they exist, but either are no longer relevant or Stone Age. It's replaced with different human species for the most part. Also, writing without showing kills motivation. It's very lonely and unfulfilling. Just show the whole thing, man. Just get some eyes on it. It's probably the best way to do it. Daniel, please send a picture of your sandwich so I can be jealous. Caramelized onion anything is always awesome, for sure. Right, I was thinking I might give this wolf those like freaky eyes, like dog eyes in dark. Those freaky eyes that dogs have, where it's like... Oh, that's perfect. Oh god, that's horrible. It's like, do you know when they're in the dark and you can see them and they like turn around and look at you, like your dog when they're out doing a wee or something. And they have those like freaky eyes. I think that's quite good, right? I don't know. I think it looks alright. Pretty freaky. Phonics, Silent, well, it's Phonics. I can definitely draw. I can definitely get 7 drawings because I'm on vacation in a week and a half, but maybe not the whole 15. Yeah, go for it, man. I think that's a good way to do it. You know, I'm gonna try and get as much done as I can. I think I said lots of times last month I'm super busy this month, so you know I'm getting quite a lot done, but I'm not sure. I'm hoping I'll be able to get all 15 done. I might cheat a little and get some done early. Like once I finish this one for today, I might just get started on during the stream. I might just get started on the next one with you guys, but we'll see. I think, like I said, it's necessary to just enjoy the process and to just use it as like a learning opportunity. For sure. Thronix, Sidon, what about a guide dedicated to a few pages on those human subspecies? That's kind of cool. like a world building book side end. You could do it for your world. Show people what your world is all about. Alright, I might do some little highlights. On the beak. Poor ranger to have not muddied his gun. Visible in the light. In the dark, even. That's not looking too bad. I said I've made 40 pages towards the main one, but yeah, that's a good idea. And I have thought of it, and will help me to flesh out my other nations. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, definitely. I don't know if you guys have seen, if you like Game of Thrones, if you've seen the book A World of Ice and Fire, also on my cool bookshelf. So World of Ice and Fire is a huge book that's obviously dedicated to the Game of Thrones series, Song of Ice and Fire. But it goes into the whole background and all of the nations that are known in the kind of Western Hemisphere. So in Westeros, and Essos, and then all the way to Assai and the Sea, or whatever it's called. And it's an awesome world building book. It's probably the best world building book I have, because it's just so in depth. And it has obviously all the Targaryen kings, but it's got all these tiny little island nations and their history, and then their connection to Westeros and Volantis and all these kind of things. So it's called A World of Ice and Fire, and it's so good, for sure. Few just ate cookies, I'm safe from sandwich attack. Yeah, that's a good idea. I just had dinner, but anything caramelized onion will make me hungry again. Send a picture of an NC plate. I love this. I love the picture that I love the implication that a sandwich picture is an actual threat. It is threatening when it sounds so delicious. Do you know what? I'm going to leave it there. I think that's good enough. You know, I don't want to be spending too much time on it, and I think it kind of gives across the idea, right? Now, what I might do just before I finish up is I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do one more shadow behind the dude, just to make him stand out against the tree, because his green jacket is quite apparent. Nope, I'm not going to do that. That doesn't look good. Okay, cool. Right. What do you guys think? Again, it's not supposed to be too detailed, but I think it looks okay. Not bad, right? I need to get better at drawing forests. I think it looks okay. Daniel, I took a pic before eating it. I have fully consumed the sandwich now. 10 out of 10 would repeat. It was a text attack. I wasn't ready. I need a snack. You're making us all hungry, Daniel. Anyone read my Tragedy of Command thing? I was proud of that one. Enjoyed making it. Was that your Inktober challenge one? I did not see it. I did not see it said in there. Big is amazing, bud. Thank you, Riffy. I think it's okay, right? I think it could. I really need to get better at drawing details, and I think some of these things kind of blend together, like especially on his chest. Oops. Like the magazine thing here. I feel like I could put a bit more effort in with that. Maybe some stuff on his belt. But I just need to get comfortable at just finishing the image and being done with it. I think it, like when you see the front two wolves, I think it's kind of obvious that these shapes in the back are kind of wolfish. And it's obvious they're in the forest, and it's obvious he's hiding, and it's obvious he's been spotted. So I think that'll do. He was in creative writing. Okay, I'll make sure to check it out afterwards. Danny, it would be cool to make one of the giant breeding pair as giant shadow looming over the walls. That was my initial idea. I had this one here as like a giant one in the background. But I tried it. Oops. I tried it out and I wasn't super happy with it. Maybe I still have the image actually. So like messy. Ah, there, look. you can kind of see it in this one. I can't zoom in. If I just do this, look, it should pop up. There. You see how I started drawing it, and then just kind of gave up on it. So it's there in the background. In spirit, he's there. But in reality, he's just a ghost. So that'll do. Lasercrow, all these food-related threats make me crave some tamales. Tamales. I've heard a lot about tamales. Maybe I've had them. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. That does look good. Now, a slightly better version is in my Project Genecraft, around a page long, a little less. Okay, I'll have a look after. Right. 2 very important things to talk about before we continue today. Number 1, very, very important. My wife is very pregnant now. She will have the baby probably sometime today or in the next week, which is why I've been saying I'm going to be very busy this month because I have a new baby arriving. I thought I'd let you guys know because that's why I haven't been posting much on YouTube, or I've just been mostly doing the drawing because I can kind of focus on that at the moment. So I'm hoping to get all of my Inktober done. I've already prepared the collab I'm doing with the other YouTubers. But yeah, so it's very exciting. I'm going to go on paternity leave for 2 weeks. I would like to do some drawing on paternity leave, but probably in reality, I'm just going to be sleeping the whole time. I'm going to be so tired. I think, as you guys know, I already have a daughter, so it's going to be the baby number 2, which is very, very exciting. Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's really exciting. I think it's going to be a really good first few months. With my first daughter, it was very stressful. But with daughter number 2, I think I'm already prepared. So it's very, very exciting for sure. Oh, and just on time, I'm getting spam messages on Twitch. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, guys. Let's go. Congrats. That's huge. Congrats to the small human. Hope it all goes well. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you know, I didn't want to be too, you know, obviously I wanted to kind of focus on the Inktober thing and just be really focused on drawing. But like I said, it's any day now. So if I have to quickly switch the stream off, then I'm off to the hospital because the baby's arriving. But if the Inktober stuff kind of slows down this month, then you guys know why. So that's it, I think. But thank you. I appreciate all the congrats, guys. Thanks. Expectation drawing during paternity leave. Reality, I haven't slept in 4 days. I need yeah. Gosh, with my first daughter, I don't remember anything. It's like this really bizarre thing where I remember when my daughter arrived. I remember small snippets of it, but I think, you know, in terms of like human biology, your brain forces you to forget everything that happened because it's so traumatic and you don't sleep, and it's obviously very, very terrible. in terms of just the lack of sleep. Obviously, it's nice to have your daughter in the world. But it's funny because my brain has forgotten all of these details. So I'm gonna have to figure it out again as a second time dad. But yeah, we all hope it won't be a reality. Exactly. Fingers crossed. Yeah, it's gonna be smooth sailing. My oldest daughter is awesome. So I think I was very lucky with that. But we'll have to see if the second daughter is equally easy. We'll see. But the second most important thing I need to talk about today. Let me just delete this comment on Twitch. There we go. And the second most important thing today is inevitability. Yeah, exactly right. Selective memory. Well, it's strange because it's like Daniel, first offspring dropped with so traumatic a brain, decided to delete the memories and shove whatever's left into the dungeon of trauma. Honestly, Daniel, I think that's 100% it. It's like, because you don't sleep and you're like obviously very stressed, and when there's a baby crying and there's nothing you can do about it and you just have to kind of deal with it, your brain's like, oh, ignore all of that, you know. You human should have more children in the future, so I'm gonna make you forget all of the things that made you very upset during the first baby, and then you'll want another one. And you know what? It worked, because I am on baby number 2 now. So yes, I think that's very exciting though. So it should be a good time, sleepy time, but a good time. So yeah, I'm hoping I should be able to keep doing all of my streams. I might have to go down to maybe a 1 hour stream or an hour and a half or something, depending on how it goes. Or I might have to miss some streams. We'll see. Because obviously my wife and I are going to be supporting each other during this, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So on to extremely important, maybe equally important news. I would like to do some custom emojis for the Discord channel. It turns out you can have like 50 emojis. I didn't realize that. I saw a lot of other people have them on their Discords. So I would like your guys' help to try and figure out which emojis to do. So I'm thinking like just super memey ones are good, right? Like for example, what's that? Let me see, meme faces, meme emojis. Like for example, okay, like if I was to do something like like that one with the, what should we do it as? Oops. Okay. So I'm thinking some really memey ones like the angry face emoji with the crying and laughing one. But obviously as a frog with a cool hat or something. Something along those lines. So if you guys can suggest some silly emoji memes that we can have for the Discord, and then it can be a bit more customized. And I think with the new roles, I like it. I like seeing everyone as frog soldiers or fire wardens, but I think it'd be good to have some like custom emojis in the Discord as well. Laughing Crow, very interesting subject. Yeah, I hope so. Laughing Crow, that's a good one. Sigmast is good with memes. Yeah, I'll put it in the Discord and then I'll do some more in my free time when I get the chance. Pear Bomb. Okay, we're starting with Pear Bomb because that is a classic. And all of these are going to be transparent. And what I'll do is I'll do the Pear Bomb first. Pear emoji. I want them all to kind of match. So what I might do is do these like, I'll do them kind of like sketchy, and then I'll do a really thick outline on them. I think I can how big is that? That's too big. Big. Okay, I'll do it really big, like that. No, too big. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Right, we'll do that in time. So I'll do them all with the same kind of outline, but we'll see how it goes. Right, so we've got, I'm going to write these down, just on my notepad here. So we've got Laughing Crow. We've got Pear Bomb. Badger Lion King meme. I love that. That's great, Daniel. Like Badger Lion King. Crow Dragon. Oh yeah. Derpy Frog Face. Yeah, that's an obligation. Derpy Frog. Gas Mask Fire Warden. Yeah, like okay, Team Fortress Fire Warden. That's a great idea. The Pyro, that's it, yeah. Crow of Judgment, Crow with Knife, Weird Fae vibing, Angry Troll emoji, Confused Frog emoji. I'm liking Angry Troll. I think we do Crow Dragon, because that's a classic. We'll do Derpy Frog. We'll do Angry Troll. Maybe do that as like a pig one or something. Hedgehog that's just chilling with a cocoa. I love that. Hedgehog. And all of these guys are going to have very fancy hats as well. Hedgehog. Chilling. I'm writing these all down on my notepads. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, keep the ideas coming. I'm going to start drawing Pear Bomb. It looks a bit rubbish now, but it will look better. We'll do like maybe all of them in like super pastel-y colours. That black's a bit too thick, isn't it? Let me check the emojis on... They all have really thin outlines. Okay. Right, we'll do... I'm going to do the whole thing with just this, like, this charcoal brush, so that it's quite consistent. We do squish this a little bit. And then do an outline. We'll do a smaller outline. In fact, we'll do a... I've got an outline pen somewhere. Okay, right, we'll do this size. The problem with them. Oh, bugger. I don't know why. Oops. If I select. Hi. I'm doing a very good job here, am I? Hey. Okay, that's very good. Oops. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Aha. That looks terrible. We'll figure this out. Okay, these are going to look good, I promise. I promise these will look good. We'll put a lot of effort into them until they look proper, but we'll see how it goes. Let's have a look at some of those. Mad Hatter, I like that. Dancing Frog, we're going to have loads of frog emojis, of course. We've got 50 spaces, and some of these can be gifts. GIFs. So what I might do is I'll start them off as an image, and then if I think if they work well as a GIF, I'll try them out, because I've got my new animation thing, Procreate Dreams, so I'll have to use that. Dear Faye, absolutely, we all love a Dear Faye. Troll Hunter emoji, Dragon Worshipper emoji. I mean, we're gonna have to do one at least for all of the roles, right? Dragon Worshipper, Troll Hunter. That's a good one. Nuthatch or Woodpecker peeking around a tree like you what, mate? Woodpecker, you what, mate? I love that. Dolphin Faye offering a pufferfish. We'll leave that on the. I like that. We'll leave it on the drawing board. Pufferfish are not so common in the UK. We do have a lot of dolphins. Pufferfish. We can maybe do a puffin, but right. Faye bomb. Bomb. Okay, all right. Okay, right. Again, we're doing the concepts here. No judgment. This looks rubbish. But we're doing the concept, so we're trying to figure out how I want these emojis to look. Again, I want them to be kind of. Let me do that, be a bit lighter. I want them to be kind of a bit of like a different style. So we'll see if we can. God, that looks rubbish. Okay. Right, we'll figure this out. Another dolphin equivalent of blunt. A wren with its beak wide open, screaming angrily because the little buggers are the goddamn loudest things in the world. They are the loudest things in the world. They're so noisy. I like that. Loud wren shout. Wolf Faye hungry emoji. Yeah. Wolf Faye hungry. Fire Warden's wet. So far, I've drawn them a lot of them with like white shirts. I'm gonna look at some inspiration here for Discord emojis. I've drawn a lot of them with just like white shirts, and like brown trousers, and the whole idea behind them was that they would wear something similar to that, I guess. Discord. I'm looking for inspiration here. Discord. Custom emojis. I quite like that one. So we can do it a bit more of like a sketchy style with the black. Oops, a bit too big. A bit too small. Not quite like that. No. What is that? Is that upside down? Is that showing the canvas correctly? It's got to be on the line, doesn't it? Oh, okay. Done the wrong thing. Kind of like a sketchy style, but still on the line. that's quite good. If I turn off, it's like a little emoji. It's kind of like a pear bomb. Right, so we'll try it that same style, but with, let's try it with a different one. Okay, so we'll do, what was one of the suggestions? We'll do an easy one. So we'll do have a look at some custom example images. I like that one. Okay, how about, okay. Okay, I got a good one. So again, we'll do, very much, what's his name? Kermit the Frog kind of face. Oops. Oops. What do you think of this one? Pre-tech thumbs up emoji. I like that. I very much like that. Pre-tech thumbs up. I used to play a lot of Brawlhalla. I still play it from time to time, but they have loads of emojis on there, so I might copy some of them. Frog war cry emoji, I like that. Falcon and dive mode. Toxin is indeed what I want to say. The bear bomb, I would recommend a slightly longer fuse. Yeah, you're right. I think we should do a better fuse on that one. Right, what are we thinking about this this frog? It's gonna be a lot of frog emojis. I'm not gonna lie. It's almost an obligation at this point. Just copy, be lazy. Go. There we go. Not too bad, right? It's perfect. Thank you, Rufi. I like it. Give him some little red cheeks. Oh, he's just a shy guy. Right, and we're gonna give him a hat as well, of course. Let's have a fancy hat. Oops. 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 Right. There we go. thing. I keep meaning to do these on different layers, but I keep forgetting to do them on different layers. We'll do the brown first. It's easier to draw around at least. What do you think? Do you have any favourites? But of course not. I love you all equally. Grabs frog face. Oh, you read me like a book, Daniel. I love the frog face so much. Although Brackenbard is a badger, there's nothing better than the frog face. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know, I was printing some stuff off for the weekend just as a gift I was buying for someone. And just whilst I was doing it, I printed off the frogs of war, like the marching ones. It's a shame because it didn't come out very nice. But I'm gonna figure a way of getting that out into the world because I feel like the frogs of war marching image is probably the favorite image I've ever made. It's my favorite one ever. There we go. A bit of a German hat going on there, but he's so shy. What a shy boy. Oh, I love it. Okay, cool. So something like that, I think, would make for a good image overall. Let's just move him a little bit closer to his fingers. Oops. So shy. Let's have a look. I think it's okay. Frog inflating their gullet emoji, absolutely. Bumblebee napping in a flower. Squirrel ready to yeet an acorn at someone. I'm liking these ideas. Right, what I'm going to do is, if you just give me a second, I'm going to load this in on the Discord. In fact, I'll just clean this up a little bit. And then I'll add this to the Discord, and you guys can check it to see if it works. Because I feel like we're going to do like 100 emojis, and then we're going to go check later, and none of them are going to work. So we'll check to see if this one works first. And if so, we'll crack on and start making the other ones before the end of the stream. Oops. So let me just clean this up and then we will test that. Okay, right. I'm gonna be moving around. I don't know what I've got in the back of my iPad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just put a BRB. I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm just gonna try and upload this onto Discord. I don't know what weird things I have on the back of my iPad, so I'm just gonna do that for everybody's sake. I am still here, but yeah. I will see if I can do it on my iPad. So edit settings, emojis, upload emoji. Oh, I did it as JPEG. Okay. PNG, save. This one. Okay, that's good. Check. Okay, right. If you guys can check if it works, if you just go onto the... Oh, nice. It's working. It's a little bit small, so what I'll do is I'll make it bigger. But it seems to be working. I've just put it on the... If you go on Discord now, you should be able to do it. In fact, I'm going to edit it. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to replace that one. But I think it seems to be working. PNG. Save image. Settings. Emojis. Okay, I am going to delete it. But I'll upload it again immediately. So, done. Okay, right. It's working now. Fantastic. Right, let's crack on with a bunch of these then. We're back. So let's start working our way through this list. Okay, we're going to come back to pair bomb, because I feel like that's a good one to do. We've got 50 emojis we can do. And I think Sidon's right. I think if we do a longer wick, that'll be better. How do we do... Okay, it's kind of an outline. So I'll redo the outline on this one. We'll extend the wick. See a little bit of orange on the top. Do a bright light middle. Sorry, I'm very focused now, as you can tell. We might be able to do it without that. Even the orange bit. Oh, that's necessary. Okay, we'll just do that a bit smudged. Oops. Okay, works perfectly. Love it. Great. Okay, thank you for testing it, Throndix. Cool. So hopefully we'll have a bunch of these. What time is it? Oh, okay, it's 1:45. We've got ages. Right. So we'll crack on with these and we'll get a bunch of these on the way. So we've got pair emoji, pair bomb. Oops. What we'll do is we'll okay. I think that looks a little bit better, right? That's looks kind of definitely like a pear and a grenade, as it should. Okay, so we'll just make that bigger. Okay, cool. Pear grenade. Looking good. Rat skull emoji, I like that. I think it's good to do ones which are like kind of, you know, they can be used. So I feel like cute finger frog, that can work. Everyone's spamming them now. Oh, that looks great. Oh, that sandwich. Oh, I'm very jealous. Oh, I'm so happy we decided to do this. This is a great idea. Okay, right. This has immediately made the whole server much better. Okay, right. Our next one we will do, because I really like it, is what would be a good one? That would be that we could use. I know. Okay, we'll do dragon worshiper. We'll do seagull dragon worshiper, right? So I'll do the initial sketch. This guy's like a wizard cloak on his knees, with his little ducky feet. What do we do? Wizard cloak to him, just do him a little pointy hat. We want to make them look a bit bigger. Now, okay, we'll try and do them all the same style as Frog. So they're all kind of like big and round and hair ready to throw hands. Yeah, boxing hairs are always a good option. I like that actually. I'm gonna add that on. Boxing hair. Okay, next one we're going for is we'll do Dear Fae. And we'll do how we do Dear Fae? We'll do what should we add in? I'm gonna do. We'll do Angry Troll because I feel like that's a nice easy one, right? Okay, where's my brush? There it is. So we'll do a. Do pig. And what's an angry emoji? Have a look. Angry. All of his eyes have got eyebrows. In fact, if we do the emoticons as like separate ones, we can do them red. And we'll do it as like the typical like anime vein as well. Of course, the big pupil. It's not very good. I'm not liking it. Okay, we'll I like the idea of the like the emoticon thing, like the punctuation above his head. I feel like we could do a better. What's a good troll animal? What do we think? So what have we seen as trolls so far? We saw the bat. We saw there was the big boar. There's a human. I haven't mentioned any other trolls. Okay, we'll come back to troll. We'll come back to troll after. Next, we're gonna do. Okay, I got a cool idea. Oh, okay, we'll do the fire water one because I like that. Okay, pyro from TTF to TF2 emoji. We're figuring this out as we go along. What would be a good fire warden animal? What have we had so far? The quail. Or pig? I'm running dry on ideas here, guys. Slow worm with happy, no thoughts, head empty face. I like that. Nice. Or new both ways. Oh, thanks for dropping by, mate. Good to have you here. And we'll see you in the next one or in the Discord. Myosotis. Thanks for dropping by, mate. Daniel. Back in. Good man. Right, guys, I need some help here. I'm trying to think of good like meme emojis we could do. I'm liking apple pear. I'm liking cute frog. What are some other good ones we could do? What emojis do we have in the Discord already? I've got all these down, but I'm trying to think of what would work really well, because it's like stuff that you would use to kind of emote on stuff, right? I'm liking the saluting one. I might just copy the salute one, but we'll do it for a laughing bird. Okay, let's do laughing bird. I like that. Okay. Okay. We're cooking here. This is good. He's got to have a nice hat, of course. Look at myself there. No, it's not a shark. It's a bird. There's not very good at drawing birds. Get a better pen. Give him a nice yellow beak. Some red tongue. Very silly. I love it. Oops. Let's use a proper pen. Oh, what a silly boy. I love him. It's a big bird, yeah. I can't stop you because I can't read. Oh, these are all such good ideas. I've got room for 50 emojis. So I'm going to be able to get most of these down if I've got the time. It's very silly. I love him. Again, we give him a big red feather. So that's an obligation. I'll just finish his eye here. Let me redo his eye. A bit better. Right, love him. I think he is a good boy. I'm very focused here. This bird is very important. Okay. Right, love it. A couple of quick nostrils as well. That'll do. love my boy. Okay, cool. Right, so we've got 2 down, 3 down, 1 to go. So we got silly bird face, cute frog face, pear bomb. Oh, pear bomb doesn't have an outline. Need consistency. I'll just leave the outside a bit. That's fine. Do color. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Okay, it's looking good. Nice. Okay, what about, hear me out, a goat face in the format of those Chad memes, or a goat face screaming like the memes, where they replace the original guy's head with someone else's. I don't know that meme. Chad meme. Oh, I think I know the one you mean. But that requires drawing skills though, and I am not good at drawing. I promise you that much. Unfortunately. But what we can do, we'll come back to that. I think a goat meme would be good. Burp. Right, we got to do ones that are usable. So we got laughing, we've got cute face, we've got pear bomb. I think saluting, right? We've got to do a saluting one. And what better animal to have saluting than a frog? Rooster Faye screaming, "Good morning, please I beg you." Yes, absolutely. Your wish will be granted. That's a great idea. And let me have a look. Rooster. Emoji. And we'll give him a little beret as well. Oops. So we'll give him a beret. And then he'll have his little thingies coming out of his beret. Okay, he's gonna be a little bit neater. Very low effort frog rooster, but again, I love it. We'll change the color of the good morning, but that's terrible. Okay, right. I'll do something perhaps a bit more. If I do something rooster, like a meme. I'll look at good emojis. Maybe more of like a circular one, right? So like the first one. I think if I do them all kind of circular, they'll suit each other. Very similar to the laughing one. But consistency is key. Again, he's going to wear a beret. Very important. Start this beret again because it's a bit messy. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Tidy up after. His giblets under his chin are a bit suspect, but let's not worry about that. Frog of War saluting, of course. Yes, happy to do that. Just drew a tank. So I don't. You've come back to chaos. It's just chaos now. What do you mean it's Turbo? It's me in the morning. Okay, these are gonna be very good, very useful memes to have. I could be, you know, more efficient and start drawing my FAETOBER for the next day, but I feel like this is a much better use of time. There's giblets. Don't know what those things are called, so we'll call them giblets. Oh, these boys are so beautiful. Boys and girls. Very silly. Oops. I'm loving it. I am loving it. Oops. There we go. Ah, beautiful. Okay, I'll just do a little... There we go. That'll do. I feel like it fits in well with the other one. We've got chicken. We've got laughing bird. We've got shy frog. I love these. Hey, what's all this tank talk? Everyone's trying to get tanks. Oh, where's my stream fallen behind? There we go. Okay. Right, on to the next one. What were we doing next? Okay, saluting frog. I feel like that's an unnecessary one. This one we'll do symmetrical. For our frog face. Owl dragon staring into your soul. I like that one. That's a great idea. I'll do that one next. We're doing owl dragon next. Looks like derp here. Where's my salute emoji? How do I salute? Small finger. It's pretty rubbish, but we might squash him a little bit. Just be lazy. Kind of got a cowboy hat on, but they were basically cowboy hats back in the day. We just need squashing. Giant hand squishing frog Fae like a squeaky dog toy. Yes, that is a great idea. Just don't like giving out a tank. People can have tanks if they like. I don't know if you guys have seen, if any of you watch Top Gear. I think there's a great episode there when they get tanks. Probably multiple episodes with tanks in it. Okay, right. Might have to come back to this one because this one is rubbish, but. Okay, does that look like he's saluting? That is terrible. Okay, that's rubbish, but that'll do for now. Just so we can keep smashing out as many of these as possible. Oops. Okay. Very, very silly. That'll do for now. Okay. Gently squish him right like Frog Lives Matter. Daniel, that emoji, what is that? Okay, I'll give that one a go. I love that. Okay. Right, how does that? How do I do that? What is it? Squishing dog toy emoji. Let me see if I can find it on Google. Dear. See if I can find it. That's the one. Okay. Right. I'll try and draw that as best I can. Daniel, let's see if we can give it a go. Bit too thick on the lines there. Something like that. Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking much, but I'm having too much fun here. What's my chat behind? Now, can you guys see me? If the stream's still working. Okay, it's working. Nice. Duckus, thanks for joining us. I swear I haven't completely changed all of the content we're making. The guys have me drawing some pretty raucous stuff now. If anyone has any other meme emojis that I can just kind of copy, I think that's probably going to be the best way to do this. And just go back from watching the original Ring movie. Ah, that's a classic. Barcheck, the server dropped a sticker that could be good. Frog emoji. Okay, yeah, keep sending in these like custom emojis, and I will draw any of these which I think will look pretty cool. I like that one. I'll check that one out as well. Blue actually. Maybe purple is better. Right. I should do some little arms sticking out or something. Something like that. And we'll give him a little hat that's like kind of falling off. Alright, how did I do? Is that okay? Poor guy. What we'll do is we'll shrink this hand just so it fits a bit better. There we go. I don't know why this is making me laugh so much. It's so silly. Okay, this was a great choice. Great suggestion. I really like that. Just do a bit of colour on the hand, perhaps. Bit of depth. No, that's right. Okay. That's another one done. Next one. Okay. Okay, we'll do the big eye one. Oh gosh, it's almost time for bed. We'll do the big eye one. Sorry, I've been missing these messages because I'm very distracted. Throndix, the one episode where pulverized Hammond in the armored van with the Challenger 2 tank. Yeah. When they fire like a Royal Navy ship. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they fire the battle train. I love that episode. Okay, so do Inktober today with this in the background. Good man. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave soon just because it's almost time for bed. But I think we're doing so. I'll do one more emoji, and I like the big. The frog one. So what I'll do is I'll do... Bit of frog again. Always doing frogs, because frogs are the best. Want it to be bigger eyes. Just copying the one I see on the thing. In fact, what we could do is we could do him as a little seagull. Worshipping. Okay, I got a good one. We'll do him as a little seagull. He's saying, "Can I worship?" It's smaller. What do you think? What we'll do is we'll do him There's a little seagull. Oops. And okay. Hear me out, hear me out. Okay. So it's gonna be a seagull, right? But let's turn this off. Pen go. It's gonna be a seagull, right? But he is. We'll just face as well on the same one. Okay, right. So it's a seagull, right? Put them two together. But he is covered in blood. Not too much. What do you guys think? How do we feel about that one? I don't know if that's that one up. This looks lovely. Okay, good. I'll change the color of the text. Maybe to red. Maybe to white. Murderous is perfect. Okay. We've got a lot of frog emojis, so I feel like a cultist one can be good. I'm trying to think of stuff that people could use in the actual Discord. So I think this one should work. Let's make this as big as possible. Make this one as big as possible. Oops. Yes. Can I upload them onto Discord? Yes. As soon as we're finished here, I'll go straight onto Discord and get them all uploaded. And I might mess about and do a few little ones before I go to bed. I've kept the list of what everyone said, so I'll go through them. And when I have some free time, if I have some free time, I will try to get them all uploaded. Got a cute little seagull. Okay. What about an emoji to convey appreciation of the art that's been shared? Okay, I agree. I think that's an important one because that's the one that I think that we see the most on the thing. So we'll do that. Sorry, I missed some of these. Let's go. What about Grug the Frog? What about the acceleration, but instead of becoming giant, a person becomes very small? It's like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, isn't it? Okay, let me have a look at the emojis everyone puts generally. Okay, do you know what? We're gonna do. I'm trying to think what we could do for like the fire emoji because everyone uses that quite a lot, especially like the art one. I think the fire one is just good for fire, right? I can't really think what we could do that would be separate to like a fire one. The crying one, I've seen that quite a lot. Do the crying one. Maybe do a crying badger. I haven't done a badger one yet. Let's do badger. Cry emoji. Cry custom emoji. Looks a little bit like a dog, but that's fine. A bit more badger-like ears. Oh, that one's pretty poor. Okay, won't do that one. Fire Warden. Fire Warden Flame. Okay. I'll come back to this badger one. I don't really like that one for now. Fire Warden. How do we do Fire Warden? Okay, we'll do. Make do him a bit smaller. Something along these lines. What about this? Something like this. Oops. It's a little bit like Heisenberg. Okay, cool. We're liking this one. Good. I'll do like the pear bomb, and I'll do a little graphic over the top, but so good for now. Do a little one up here. Like this. Like that. Oops. Inktober the first. Yeah, don't you think he looks a bit like Heisenberg? No. Heisenberg. Heisenberg. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give him little glasses as well. He's gonna be Heisenberg. Kind of just looks like eyes, but that's fine. Jesse, the plants grow ever taller, Jesse. There you go. Okay. We got Heisenberg the Fire Warden, protecting the city from the ever-encroaching forest. He's dealing out those mushrooms. Who drew the mushrooms? It was it Crow? It was Crow. Crow, he's dealing your mushrooms. too yellow. Let's make it darker. Change the saturation. Orange. Yeah. He's got your little mushrooms. That's what he's dealing them out to the children. There we go. I don't really like the flame. Let's do the flame again. Maybe if we do like a yellow base to start, and then we'll do the flame again after. Just like that. That's fine, isn't it? I'll give him some little Titan infused mushrooms. Yeah. Little Titan. There you go. Crow, your mushrooms have been immortalized forever on the belt of Heisenberg. I'll make him glow a little bit as well. There you go. Okay. Right. Very silly. I absolutely love it. Okay, right. Let's have a look. We've got Heisenberg. We've got... Okay, I'll work on the crying badger. We'll come back to that one. We've got Can I Worship Seagull, Squash Frog, Saluting Frog. We'll come back to that one. I feel like that one's a bit rubbish. Good Morning Chicken, Faye, Laughing, Bird Faye. Oh, nothing there. Can I Has, Shy Frog, and Pebble. Okay, great. I think they were awesome. That's fantastic suggestions throughout. I think we've come up with some high quality image there. That's going to make this server 1,000 times better. So very good job, everyone. Give ourselves a clap and a clap on the back as well. They are all amazing. Alright, I'm going to go to bed. I'm very tired. So, very good job, everybody. I think that was a beautiful session. Obviously, we got the first image. There was only a little bit left to do on it, but we've got that one kind of finished now. It's my Inktober post finish for today. Today number 4 done. Heisenberg. So I'm going to post these all in the Discord as soon as I'm finished here, and then yeah, so you'll be able to use them pretty much straight away. Right, thanks again everybody for coming on. I appreciate you all being here. Remember to check what Saidan posted on his Gene Craft project. I'll go have a look at that as soon as I upload all of these memes, Saidan. But thanks for stopping by, everyone. I really appreciate you all being here. It's been good to have you in the stream. Lots of fantastic ideas as usual, and I think we got some high quality stuff here. And I'll see you all, guys. If my baby hasn't arrived yet, and I'm stuck, and I can't do anything, I will see you guys probably just in the Discord. So thanks again, everyone. Thanks, Saidan, Rafi, Lazy Crow, Daniel, Throndix, Duck. Who else have I not mentioned? We had some other people stop by earlier, didn't we? We already said Daniel. We had Myosotis. that's everybody. Did we get everybody there? I think so. Well, Coffee Pixel was here earlier as well, but I didn't know where Coffee Pixel was gone. But GG everyone. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Remember, go to bed, but don't eat those Titan mushrooms. You will not sleep very well, and you'll have very bad dreams. Daniel, I will check out your drawings as well for sure. Everyone check out Daniel's drawings on his project page and Sidan's story on his project page as well for sure. But good night, Bard. Sleep well. Good luck with the baby. Thank you. Really appreciate it, guys. Very good news. Glad. I'm really happy to share it with all of you as well. So you'll know if I'm very tired in the next stream or if I'm not in the next stream. I will let you know. But otherwise, oopsie. I will see you guys for sure in the Discord at least. Good luck with the baby. Thank you so much, guys. And yeah, look for the memes. I'm going to put them straight up in the Discord, so they will be up in about 5 minutes. But have a very good day or a very good night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.